and gentlemen, and welcome to Waynesville High School's Tiger Court for this evening's game between the Tigers and the visiting Jefferson City Jays. This game is not only an interscholastic competitive matchup between the two schools, but it's also an extended educational experience for the student athletes. The Missouri State High School Activities Association and MISHA member Waynesville High School know that events such as these help teach life values to the young participants. Keeping that in mind, we ask that you continue a proud Missouri tradition and display good sportsmanship throughout the contest. At this time, please rise and address the flag for the national anthem.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Waynesville Tiger basketball. Tonight, the Tigers take on the Jays from Jefferson City. I'm Mike Rawlings. Along with me tonight is Matt Johnson. Matt, we've got a replay of last year's district championship game going on right in front of us tonight. It ought to be a good night for some basketball here in Waynesville.
Absolutely. You got two teams, I'd say fairly similar. Both teams lost some talent last year, graduating seniors. Probably the biggest one is we open up here tonight. This is our first you and I's broadcast here together. No Juwan Morgan. Now, Juwan's still playing basketball, just not here at Waynesville.
And he's playing with a guy that was playing for Jefferson City last year.
Absolutely.
With OG right out there at the University of Indiana.
Absolutely. So a little parallel here. Both teams lost some tremendous talent. Both teams coming back to earth a little bit this year. I believe Jefferson City rolls in tonight 7-5 to play the Waynesville Tigers. Expect both teams to come out here and really get after it. I think two similar teams here tonight.
Very much so. Tigers 5-5 on the season. Matt, it'd be kind of neat if OG and Juwan were sitting somewhere together in Bloomington listening to this game tonight on TV.
They text in to us and let us know what's going on out there in Bloomington tonight after a big win yesterday for the Indiana Hoosiers over the Ohio State Buckeyes yesterday.
Right. Juwan and OG both getting key minutes in the last couple of games I've watched.
Did you see the starting lineups being announced here for both teams?
You see the starting lineup for the Tigers out there. Joe Johnson, Reggie Walker, Dwayne Martin, Trey Simpson, and the man in the middle, Cedric Williams.
Coming in tonight, JV lost to Jeff City tonight, 56-40. The freshmen were under a minute to go last time I stuck my head in that gym. They were up by about 16 with a minute to go, so I'm assuming they held on to win over there, but it should be a heck of a matchup here tonight between the Jays and the Tigers.
Hope you all joined us earlier in the week as the Tiger Grapplers defeated Rolla here on Channel 12, and we're back on the air Thursday with the Lady Tiger basketball. So we hadn't been on the air since football season, and lots of action coming at you. Real quick, I'm going to tell you something, Matt. You're watching on Channel 12, you don't have to settle for anything.
All right, Tigers take the tip, come down. Simpson gives off. Morton hands off. Reggie drives. Now Joe's going to go to the lane, kicks it out. Dwayne in the corner comes underneath. Comes along. Reggie comes inside, a little pull-up jumper won't go. It's going to be out of bounds, but that's going to be off the Jefferson City Jays, so the ball will stay with the Tigers. So back to action. Joe Johnson's going to drive down, kicks back out. Reggie Walker for three, won't go.
They're going to get Cedric there. He pushed off, going for that rebound.
I can pull up the Twitter here. We can get that going in a little bit. Jefferson City brings it across.
Hashtag that TigerTV 12. Juwan, if you're OG or out there watching us in Bloomington, use that hashtag. That's going to come right in on the Twitter.
We're going to have a foul here.
Had one of the Magoon boys, Todd, watching us on wrestling last Thursday night, Matt. Todd, one of the former Central States Tag Team Champions.
All right, kicks it outside. Reggie Walker directing traffic underneath. Comes all the way across to Morton. Morton gives to Joe Johnson. Joe Johnson with the pull-up three. Rattles in and out, no good. Going to be rebounded there. Kamari Bolton pulls that down.
Air ball there by Jeff City on the drive. That was number 25, Kamari Bolton.
Drive, Joe Johnson's going to take it down the lane. Up, no good. Fight underneath. Cedric Williams keeps fighting, gets it back up, no good. Reggie Walker.
He's going to get fouled. Tigers doing a nice job on the offensive boards.
That's going to send Reggie Walker to the line. Reggie's going to shoot two. Up and good with the first one. Get the first points on the board in the game. Second one on the way, and it's off the front of the rim. That's going to be rebounded there by Jeff City. It's Rylan Spence with the board. Brings down quickly to the other end. Spence inside, up and off the glass, no good. Loose ball underneath.
Ball still loose. They're going to get a jump ball finally.
Jump ball. Possession will stay with Jeff City here. Jeff City will inbounds here underneath their own goal. Looks for Spence coming down the lane, not there. It's going to go all the way out top, and Jeff City's going to reset. Bolton, a little pull-up jumper at the free throw line, no good. Rebounded underneath by Jeff City. Kicks it around. Spence moves it out, goes to the far side. Tigers doing a nice job inside right now. Nothing easy. No easy looks inside for the Jays in the early going.
Tigers playing some tough man-to-man defense on this end.
Well, doing a nice job of sagging off the help side. That time finds the lane, and that's going to be Gunner C. Finds the little seam. He gets down inside there. Joe Johnson comes underneath.
Oh.
They're going to call that on the floor. Well,
I said it pump faked. He hadn't went up yet.
He let him go over the top and then went up.
Actually, probably good for Jacob Worley and for Cedric Williams.
Oh, absolutely. That's going to be two on Worley, so we're going to get a sub here in the early going. Jeff City's going to check in Caleb Burris. Two quick fouls there. So Waynesville to inbound underneath. Simpson going to put the ball in play for the Tigers. Tigers take it out top to Joe Johnson, gives it back to Simpson. Simpson looks to drive. Comes to the lane, hands off to Morton, bounce pass underneath. Big Cedric up and off the glass, just a little too strong right there. As Bolton brings it down, he's going to take the pull-up jumper at the free throw line, no good. Rebound goes to Morton. Cedric get.
Once again, Cedric short.
Not getting the
But
bounce
Dwayne
off the
took
glass
that so
here.
deep. I looked for Dwayne to take that shot inside. I think Ced might have been thinking that way too.
All right, Jeff City looking to work it around. Bounce path inside, a little turnaround jumper rolls in and out. That one's no good for Burris. Back come the Waynesville Tigers. Simpson fakes the three. He's going to drive the lane and go up and high off the glass.
Gives the Tigers a 3-2 lead here at almost the halfway point of the first quarter.
Jeff City working the ball around, trying to find a little space here in transition, and there's just not much doing with this swarming Tiger defense right now. Cutter comes through the middle, not there. Gets it inside, he's gonna go up and gonna get a foul this time on Simpson. Gunner C, a little turnaround jumper there. That's gonna send C to the line, he'll shoot two. First foul on Simpson, going to be third team foul on Waynesville. C up and good with the first one. Ties the game up here at 3. We're going to see David Adams checking into the game for the Waynesville Tigers as Simpson's going to take a seat. C on the way with the second one. It's up and it's good. That gives Jefferson City the 1-point lead here.
David's first year playing exclusive varsity as a sophomore has been quite the spark plug off that bench.
Little jumper in and out for Joe Johnson. That's going to be rebounded by Bolton, and here come the Jefferson City Jays to the other end. C's going to drive the lane. Nice little move right there by C to go up and off the glass. It's going to up the lead here, 6-3. A little over 3 minutes to play here, and we're going to have a foul on the floor. That's going to be C. Going to be third team foul on Jefferson City. Believe that's going to be first. It is first team foul on C.
Tigers an inbound from underneath.
Oh, nice
little
play. Reggie Walker coming right down the lane right there. Gets it, goes right up and off the glass. Cut the J lead to 1. Bolton brings it across half court for the Jays. Good looks down into the corner. Give back to Bolton. All the way across the floor.
Tigers sag back into a zone right now, trying to take away that inside game.
Bolton's going to go for three, and he hits it. Kamari Bolton, nice little pull-up jumper for three there. That's going to push the Jeff City lead to 4. Tigers working around Reggie Walker.
He's going to get fouled.
Going to get fouled. I think they're going to get number 43, Caleb Burris, for that one. We'll wait and see here. Nope, they're going to get Bolton on that one. It's going to be first foul on Bolton, 4th team foul for Jeff City. So they've got the 4-point lead. Dwayne Morton drives the lane. Nothing there, gives back up top. Reggie Walker now. Reggie Walker's going to drive.
He's going to get fouled.
I think they're going to get Chuck Cooper, number 45, with this one. It's going to be already the 5th team foul here on Jeff City. It's going to be his first. Inbounds play comes to Joe Johnson. Joe thinks about the three, gives to David Adams, swings it across. Give Dwayne Morton now. Swings David Adams a little pull-up three. David Adams pops the net on that one to cut the Jeff City lead to 1.
Tigers sitting up in a 1-2-2 zone defense.
Long ball no good on this side. Going to be shortened off the front of the rim.
He's going to say he's out of bounds.
Chuck Cooper hustling over there to try and get that rebound, but he does. He steps on the line there out of bounds. So the ball will turn over to the Waynesville Tigers, and we're under 2 minutes to play here in the first quarter. Waynesville trailing by 1, but has the ball. David Adams brings it across the half-court line. Waynesville working it around the outside. David Adams swings through. Going to come long to Dwayne Morton to the far side, go back to David Adams. David comes underneath. Reggie Walker thinks about putting it up, kicks it back out. Now Joe Johnson. Sets up David
Adams.
Joe, absolutely nice move right there. You got 2 defenders at the top. Joe takes it right into the middle of them. Both collapse on him, freeing up David. Joe kicks it to David. David has an absolutely clean look at that 3 right there. Joe, nice job to draw that defensive attention right there to set David up for that shot.
And they're gonna get a travel.
And so
I was afraid we were gonna get David's first foul there, but
Spence, I think, shuffled those feet just a little bit as he was trying to hurry and set up for that shot. We're going to have another sub checking into the game for Jeff City. Tim Nahatch checks into the game for Jeff City. That's number 53 down there as Waynesville will inbound. Waynesville holding a 2-point lead here with under a minute to play in the first quarter. Dwayne Morton gives to Joe Johnson. Joe Johnson looks at the cutter. He's going to swing, give to David Adams. David Adams comes down the lane. Going to be blocked, but Dwayne Morton right there to pick it up.
Dwayne Morton.
Dwayne Morton, nice job right there of following the play. You're right in perfect position to pick that up, get the easy bucket, push the Waynesville lead to 4. So we're under 30 seconds. It looks like Jeff City's content here to burn a little clock, take the last shot of the quarter. Looks like the Waynesville switched to a little matchup D here. Up and off the glass, going to be good for Chuck Cooper. And that'll bring us to the end of the first quarter. Waynesville leads 13-11.
Well, Matt, it's time for our first Channel 12 Sports Update of the winter season. This Channel 12 Sports Update brought to you by the Channel 12 Facebook page, Channel 12 Facebook, and TigerTV. You're going to want to like the Channel 12 Facebook page. Matt, you know who likes the Channel 12 Facebook page?
I'm going to say big-time Tiger basketball fan Chris Morgan.
We're going to go with Chris Morgan liking the Channel 12 Facebook page.
Since he's tweeting to us out there tonight
you know, Chris, he not only liked the Channel 12 Facebook page, he created another Facebook so he could like it again. So he's double liked the Channel 12 Facebook page. This sports update, we're going to talk about the Waynesville wrestling team. Wrestlers the other night, if you watched on Channel 12, defeated the Rolla Bulldogs in a duel, and they're going to be back at home tomorrow night. It won't be broadcast on Channel 12. They're back home tomorrow night for a tri-duel with Nixa and Columbia Rockbridge, folks. We'd love to see you all come down and support the Waynesville Grappling Tigers.
All right, as we get set to come back to action.
Tigers going to start off with the ball, Matt.
All right. Dwayne Morton brings it around for the Tigers, kicks back to Joe Johnson. Joe, a little drive here. Comes underneath, swings. Dwayne Morton for 3. Put it on the board. Bumps the Tiger lead to 5 as the Jays quickly back across. Cooper swings down into the corner for Jeff City. Give back up and off the glass. That's going to go for Cooper. So the Tigers lead by 3. Early second quarter action here. Dwayne Morton gives to Reggie Walker. Reggie Walker going to take it down, a little pull-up jumper up and off the glass. No good.
Nice job, I said.
Nice job right there. Not too far underneath. Able to get it. Just put it right back over the front of the rim. Pick up the easy 2 there.
stepped out of bounds there. It's going to be
It's
Nahawk.
going to be Nahach right there. Brings it down, tries to pull back.
Or Nahawk.
They pronounced it Nahach earlier. I'm not. We apologize to the Nahawk/Nahach family in Jeff City if you're watching tonight. If you want to send the phonetic pronunciation, hashtag that TigerTV 12, we'll get that right. Joe Johnson, a little drive, tries to give right there. Oh, wow.
They're going to call an offensive foul on Joe. Joe got up in the air, was trying to make a pass.
Yeah, tough call right there. That's going to be the first call on Joe Johnson. The Tigers pick up a little full court pressure here for the first time tonight. Jays get it across half court. Definitely outnumbered down here at this end, but Nahach's going to go up and off the glass and pick up the deuce.
Nice job by Cedric. Got in behind the defense. Reggie saw that, got him the ball underneath.
Little give and go right there. That'll be up and off the glass. That's going to be Seth Stegman. Up and off the glass there for Jeff City as Waynesville quickly down to the other end. Dwayne Morton pull up three.
Ooh, in and out.
It's going to be rebounded there by Stegman. Stegman gives to Cooper. Back down to the other end. Almost thrown away right there. Corralled by C. This time Bolton going to go up with the three. He falls down, no good.
Another nice job. Cedric Williams coming from the other side of the basket, blocked out to get that rebound.
Nice little move right there by Dwayne Morton. Jumper won't go for Big Ced. Rebounded by Jeff City, and they'll bring it across. Bolton takes the jumper at the three. I'm sorry, that's Cooper.
Adams pulls that rebound out.
Cooper no good. Rebounded by Adams. Adams all the way to the other end. Gives it to Reggie late right there. Don't think Reggie was expecting that pass. Tigers lead by 3, 20-17 here. 4:37 to go in the first half.
Tigers back it out and set something up.
Give down, Cedric. Looks across, finds Dwayne Morton. He'll put the three ball up. Not going to go that time. Rebounded inside. That's Bolton. Bolton going to take it all the way down the lane. He's going to put it up and in to cut the Tiger lead to 1. Joe Johnson with the three. Won't go. Rebounded by David Adams on the near side there. Joe Johnson going to try the three again. Going to be rebounded by Stegman inside. Cooper down to the other end. Joe Johnson, how he kept his dribble through that. Oh, my word. Absolutely beautiful steal by Joe Johnson. Joe somehow stole it, kept his dribble with one hand, but while holding himself off the floor with the other one. Reggie Walker going to go down the lane.
We're going to get a block this time. Reggie will go to the line for 2.
Foul's going to be on 53. That's going to be Nahach. I believe that's going to be his second foul, going to be team 6. I'm sorry, it's Nahach. That's first foul on him is team 6.
Ooh, they're going to call that on the floor, too.
Trey Simpson checking back into the game for the Waynesville Tigers. As Big said, get a breather. Tigers work the ball around the outside here. Joe Johnson pulls it out, looks to Coach Pills there. Going to be off the foot of Joe right there. It's going to be out of bounds, and ball go to Jeff City. Waynesville leading by 1, 20-19 here. A little over 3 minutes to play in the first half. And believe it or not, Coach Rawlings, here, this is the wonder of Twitter. We have a tweet giving us the phonetic pronunciation of Nahatch's last name, which is Nahatch. At K. Gorley 27 sent that in to us.
Well, thank you very much. Matt, not too many years ago, we wouldn't have been able to do that correctly.
No, we just keep calling him Nahatch like I thought was correct. So I feel a little vindicated by Twitter tonight. If we have any tweets that anybody want to send my wife and tell her I'm right about things too, that'd be awesome as well.
We've got a timeout called by Coach Pills and the Tigers here. We may actually get we get that many people on Twitter. We may get the hashtag TigerTV12. It may be trending before too long, Matt.
Well, I hope so. You know what would help is if OG and Juana get on there and start popping stuff out. I'm sure being D1 basketball guys, they get a lot of retweets of anything they post. They could post breakfast, and I'm sure it gets lots of retweets. All right, we're back to action here, and we're going to quickly get a foul called. I think they're going to get Chuck Cooper. They are going to get him for his second foul, and that's going to send the Tigers to the line and put us in the 1-and-1, as that was the 7th team foul. So that'll give Joe the 1-and-1 here with 2.5 minutes to play. Jeff City up by 2, 22-20.
First one's up and good. Tavon DePalma checking in for the Tigers.
All right, second one goes as well, so that's going to knot us up here at 22. Cooper directing traffic, brings it across, gives it to Bolton. Bolton looks across. Jeff City still looking inside, trying to find some room inside. Tiger defense still not giving any easy looks here. Spence goes down. That's going to be up and good for number 11. That's going to be Gunner C.
They're
going to get Trey Simpson for that foul right there.
They're going to get for after the basket. Matt, I'm with you. I didn't see that either.
Ball hadn't been inbound. It had to be something.
Well, he got tangled up with Tavon DePalma. So, unless they called a foul when he...
Cooper going to drive the lane up and off the glass with the left hand right there. Going to push the Jays lead to 4. Little pull-up jumper at the free throw line for Dwayne Morton. Doesn't go. Rebounded underneath by David Adams. He goes up, gets blocked, but Joe Johnson on the rebound. Tigers keep control here. That's going to be stolen by Cooper. Cooper quickly to the other end. Up and off the glass. That left hand right now.
Minute 25 left here in the first half.
Tigers all of a sudden trail by 6. David Adams is going to give off Joe Johnson. Gives back to David Adams. David Adams going to push it underneath.
David ends up on the floor.
No call on that somehow. Bolton drives to the floor there and puts it up. All of a sudden, Jeff City's got an 8-point lead.
Yeah, Matt, that happened awful quickly.
Very, very quickly.
Tigers going to pull the ball out here. Jeff City's going to let them do it. Tigers are going to try to work this down and get the last shot of the half.
getting a couple points here, two or hopefully 3. Right here before half, cut this Jeff City lead, but definitely want to slow down this run because Jeff City all of a sudden jumped and pace accelerated quickly. All
now
right,
the Tigers will
10
go.
seconds and the Tigers go. Waynesville working it around. Jeff City not going to give up the easy look at a 3. DePalma puts it up, no good. Ball's loose. Reggie Walker tries to put it back up and it won't go.
So we're going to go to halftime with the Jays from Jefferson City up 30-22. To give everybody a chance at home to run to the refrigerator, and we'll be back in about 10 minutes. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back for second half action here at Waynesville High School. Jefferson City Jays up 30-22 over the Waynesville Tigers. Matt, really close first half. Jefferson City went on a nice little run of about a minute and a half there to pull out to that 8-point lead. Tigers unable to score on that last possession. Jefferson City will start off with the ball here to start off the second half.
Absolutely, just a very quick run as we're getting some Twitter updates here, courtesy of #TigerTV12. We got the Jeff City Jay fans just happy as all can be that they can watch tonight. Been to looks like the Lady Jays big winners over Marshall tonight, 74-22 up there. Looking for another win here tonight, but we're hoping the Tigers have a little something to say about that.
Cedric Williams tries for the save. He's going to have his foot on the out-of-bounds line.
Little jumper for Steve. Three-pointer from the corner won't go. Trying to get it loose. Joe Johnson gets it off the floor there. Flips it up. Going to go to big Cedric inside. Cedric, turn around, kick it out to Dwayne Morton for three. Off the front of the rim, no good. Rebounded by Jeff City. Pulled out of there by Seth Stegman.
Dwayne, that was a long-range three for Dwayne. He was about 3 foot behind the line there and hit it off the front of the rim.
Step inside, just inside the three-point line. Won't go that time for Spence. I'm sorry, that's Bolton. Rebounded by the Tigers and quickly back down to the other end comes Waynesville.
I'm going to say that's off Joe Johnson.
Jeff City being real patient, working it around here down on the offensive end. 8-point lead. They're definitely in no rush. Find the cutter right there. That's going to be Gunner C. Going to push the Jeff City lead to 10. Reggie Walker brings it across half court, directing traffic down here on the offensive end. Reggie gives off to Dwayne. Dwayne comes across, finds Joe Johnson. Joe Johnson going to drive the lane, kicks underneath the big Ced. Ced's going to go up and off the glass, but he's going to be fouled. They're going to get Jacob Gorley, number 13, on that one. It's going to be his third. Cedric
puts
up
the
and
first
got
one
the first one in. Gorley's going to check out and take a seat. And coming into the game for Jeff City is going to be 43. Caleb Burris checking in. Big Ced hits the second. And
roll. Ced's going to check out. Caleb Barnes is going to check in for the Tigers.
Caleb, a sophomore, right? Yeah, Caleb, 6'3" sophomore. Trying to remember, I had Caleb in class a few years ago. That was in 8th grade, so it's been a few years, a couple years. Oh, little breakdown on the defense that time. Let's Gunner C come right underneath. Easy 2 points, pushes the Jeff City lead back to 10.
Tigers putting that pressure on out front. Dwayne Morton with a little pull-up. We're going to get a timeout by Coach Pills and the Waynesville Tigers. It'll be a 30-second timeout.
I think Coach Pills a little hot over there on the sideline. Think he has some words about maybe the defense here.
Well, I think it's getting back and getting that basket protected right there. The Tigers putting that pressure on out front. There's got to be that reversal back underneath where you're getting the basket guarded.
Definitely can't give up those easy bounce passes underneath. Pick up those easy buckets. Jeff City leads by 8, 34-26. So we get ready to go back to action here.
Tigers in full court pressure here.
Caleb Barnes going to pick up the inbounds play here. Brings it in. Tigers do a little trap. Give back to Gunner C as he comes across the middle quickly. He's going to take it coast to coast.
He's going to get fouled and make the basket.
Going to get David Adams on the foul call there, so that's going to push the Jeff City to lead to 10. 5:20 here to go in the third quarter. Big Said didn't stay out long as he's right back into the game. Free throw doesn't fall for C. Rebounded. David Adams comes out of there with it, and he'll bring it across the half-court line. Turns, gives to Reggie Walker. Reggie Walker comes underneath.
Pass to Cedric.
Don't think Ced was looking for that pass, and don't think Reggie was looking to get it passed back. Little communication breakdown there on the Tigers' end. Jeff City inbounds it with the 10-point lead. Ryland Spence directing traffic a little bit there as Jeff City gets set. Once again, Jeff City patiently looking for an opening, looking to try and find that easy shot right here. A little shot goes up from the corner. That's no good for Seth Stegman. Rebound comes to Cedric Williams, and the Tigers quickly down across the half-court line. David Adams drives, kicks back out to Joe Johnson. Joe looks inside, finds Reggie, swings across to Adams. Adams looks inside, dribbles it back out, now gives to Johnson. Johnson's going to swing it to the corner. Dwayne Morton puts up the three ball, no good. Rebound comes to Jeff City. Bolton pulls that one out of there.
Adams goes to the floor and gets the steal.
Joe Johnson brings it to the other end. Nice little jump stop. Can't go, and it's rebounded by Stegman at the other end. C underneath.
We're going to get another timeout, full timeout this time by Coach Pills, as freshman Jalen Williamson's getting ready to check in the ball game for the Tigers. This is going to be Jalen's first varsity action in his Tiger career.
Well, gonna have to figure out something right there. Gunner C doing a nice job offensively to slip in underneath that defense, get that ball down low, and just be able to tap it up and off the glass. Gonna have to find some way to shut that down, force Jeff City to shoot from the outside. We saw in the first half Jeff City, not a super strong team shooting the three, or at least here in the first half. When we force Jeff City to shoot from the outside, not near as good of a percentage as when they can get that ball inside the paint or underneath.
Well, the Tigers having a difficult time. They're getting some shots, not having much luck getting anything to fall here in the third quarter. They've had some nice looks inside. It's just been a hair off. I think Coach Pills is looking at Williamson, see if he can get. He's trying to find a spark. He's looking at this, and looking at the team and looking at the way things are all working. He's just looking to see if he can, who on the sub-varsity, whether it be freshman or JV, can blend in, fit in with these guys, and really make an impact on this varsity.
Well, and sometimes, we've seen teams in years past. You find that one little spark, that one little piece, can totally change the dynamic of what you're able to do on the varsity floor. So that ball's going to go up and off the glass, no good. Rebounded by Reggie Walker, and he's going to be fouled.
He'll go to the line for two.
Hoping that one was going to fall as he put it back up, but going to get first foul on Caleb Burris of Jeff City. Second team foul for them here in the second half as Clock stops at 3:16. Reggie going to go to the line, shoot 2. Up and good with the first one. And follows with the second. Jeff City brings it across. Bolton swings it to the near side. Ball loose inside. Nice job by Cedric Williams, sorry, to pick that one up and dish it off to a teammate. Joe Johnson, deep 3.
And he drains that.
Wow.
We're going to get a 30-second timeout from Jefferson City. Head coach Blair Thompson said, I've seen enough of that. We need to get a hand in Joe Johnson's face.
Joe Johnson hit that from the volleyball line out there.
I don't think that's a piece of information that Coach Thompson didn't already have. I think he just wanted to make sure that didn't happen again without him talking to the troops.
Absolutely. We've seen Joe take some deep 3s and just drain them like that before, but that's about the deepest one we've seen here tonight.
Cut that Jays lead to 7.
All right, so we're going to go back to action. Looks like Waynesville's going to pick up in a little full court pressure again. Back off the nose here a little bit. Put Jalen up there. See him cause a little havoc right here. Jeff City brings it across. Bolton feeds back to Spence. Spence looking inside, comes back across to Bolton. Comes to C in the corner. Finds Spence cutting to the basket right there.
Jeff City doing a nice job. Every time seems like the Tigers get them pulled out, there's nothing there. They get some kind of cut to the basket. There's Joe again. That one's going to be off. Rebound by Cedric Williams.
Cedric Williams rebounds that one underneath, and we're going to get.
They're going to get a travel on Reggie
get a
Walker.
Travel on Reggie. Didn't quite see that one, but
Dwayne Morton.
Dwayne checking back into the game. Reggie going to get a blow.
Tavon getting ready to check back in.
C brings it across. Jeff City working it around here. Looks to kind of try and be pulling the Waynesville Tigers out defensively a little bit. Try and open something there in the middle. That pass comes inside. Can't corral it. Think that was off the hand of number 43, Caleb Burris. The ball comes back to Waynesville. Waynesville trails by 9. Joe Johnson looking for some room inside. Not there. Kicks it back out. Jalen Williamson, DePalma swings it back to Joe Johnson. Joe hesitates a little bit right there. 3 ball won't go. Rebounded by Jeff City. Comes underneath. C.
Joe gets a hand on the first one. Doesn't get a hand on the second one.
And that'll put us under a minute left to go here in the third. Jeff City hanging on to an 11-point lead. It's the Tigers right there. Can't keep a handle on it. That's going to be out of bounds off the hands of Jalen Williams. And off the hand goes Jeff City. Checking back into the game for Jeff City is going to be number 45, Chuck Cooper. And Cedric Williams going to check back into the game for Waynesville as DePalma will take a seat. Jeff City right here trying to spread that Tiger defense out, pulling them out at all four corners right now, trying to open up something through the middle. Comes inside, and there's C underneath. Dwayne Morton loses the handle on it, but able to tip it back out to David Adams, and we're going to have a foul underneath.
No,
we're going to have a timeout. I'm sorry.
Like Dwayne lost his shoe.
Dwayne Morton going to put up the three, and it falls short. That'll bring us to the end of the third. Jays lead 44-33.
So they extend that 10-point lead to a 13-point lead through the third quarter. And Matt, it's time for another Channel 12 Sports Update. This Channel 12 Sports Update brought to you by the Channel 12 Facebook page, Channel 12 Facebook, and TigerTV. You're going to want to like the Channel 12 Facebook page. Matt, you know who likes the Channel 12 Facebook page?
Well, these days it's hard to find someone that doesn't like it, but I'm going to go with a lot of pressure on this one. I'm going to say head boys basketball coach Chris Pills.
Well, he probably does, but that's not who we're talking about this time. We're talking about head girls basketball coach Brittany Madlock. She likes the Channel 12 Facebook page. And while we're talking about Coach Brittany Madlock, Lady Tigers are going to be on TV Thursday night as Columbia Hickman rolls into town to take on those Lady Tigers. Lady Tigers coming off a third-place finish in the Rolla Holiday Tournament, wanting to carry that momentum into the second half of the season. And we're going to be right back here on Channel 12 Thursday night for Lady Tiger basketball. Folks, we'd much rather see you down here at the gym supporting those Lady Tigers, but if you're not, if you have to settle for being at home, you're going to want to tune us on cable Channel 12 and watch a little Lady Tiger basketball.
All right, the Waynesville Tigers take possession here to start the fourth quarter, and we're back quickly into action. Joe Johnson comes underneath, tries to swing it out to Dwayne Morton, and that's taken away there by the Tigers. Chuck Cooper gets a hand on it. And who else but Gunner C underneath. Gunner C tonight has been, I don't have a point total here. Gunner C has to have about half of their points off the glass underneath right now tonight. Sees quickly to the other end, gonna bounce. Oh, nice
Dwayne
block
Morton
right
with
there
the
by
block.
Dwayne Morton.
Joe Johnson, that three's off.
That's gonna be rebound pulled down by Rylan Spence. Back to the other end comes Rylan Spence.
Reggie Walker comes up limping just a little bit. Chris Pills and the Waynesville Tigers going to call timeout here. 7 minutes left in this ball game, and Jeff City quickly up to a 17-point lead, 48-31.
Well, Jeff City, and they've done that here. We've seen other points in the night, but they can run a little spurt off and pour in 5, 6, 7 points in a heartbeat. Definitely want to put a little slow down on that as they have jumped the lead to 17. Got to start chipping it away. Obviously not a 17-point shot on the floor, but gonna have to get back and play sound defense and convert some of these offensive opportunities that we've had at this other end of the floor.
Well, that's and that's what I was saying earlier, Matt. The Tigers have had some nice looks at the basket in the second half, just have not been able to get the basketball to fall. So the Tigers have the ball here.
think they're going to get Bolton there on the push. Don't think Bolton was trying to shove him, was looking down to try and pick up the ball.
Well, I think Reggie came to an abrupt stop.
So the Tigers keep the ball here. Try to feed inside to Cedric Williams. That ball is going to be picked up, brought the other way. Bolton swings across to C. C looks inside, not there. Give back to Bolton. Swing it across, Spence. Gives into the corner to C on the far side. Here we go again. Jefferson City backing this ball out to create space on the inside. C going to take a little runner, won't go that time, but rebounded inside by Cooper. Cooper once blocked, going to go back up and going to be fouled the second time.
Well, 17-point lead. Jefferson City, if it's out of control, they know they can just back it out. They've got, they can set things up.
It's going to be third foul on Simpson for the Tigers, second team foul for the half. Cooper connects on the first, pushes the lead to 18. And Cooper's up and good with the second one, so that's going to push it to a 19-point lead here. As Nahatch checks back into the game for Jeff City. 6 minutes and 10 seconds to play here in the game. David Adams brings it across for the Tigers. Gives to Dwayne Morton. Dwayne Morton puts up a little jumper. Blocked inside by Cooper. Tigers get a handle on it and going to go up.
Nice pass there by Trey Simpson.
Going to
get
be
the ball
fouled.
on the block for Reggie.
Going to be fouled on the play. Going to get Nahatch with that foul, I believe. Nope, they're going to get Kamari Bolton. So they're going to call the foul on Bolton. That's going to be his third. It'll send Reggie to the line for 2. Reggie connects on the first. On the way, second one won't go. Rebounded by Jeff City. Gonna have a double dribble.
Yeah.
Seth Stegman's back in the game for the Jays.
Joe Johnson's back in the game for the Tigers.
We're going to have a foul here, but I'm not sure. Could be one of a couple things. I didn't see an official report the foul. I think they're going to get
Chuck Cooper with that foul.
Chuck Cooper. Almost said Chuck Connor. It's not the rifleman.
I was going to say Michael Cooper accidentally, so he's not the rifleman either. We're going to get a foul on Joe Johnson here.
It's going to be third team foul on Waynesville. Second on Joe. Jeff City leads by 17. 5:21 here left to play in the fourth. Joe trying to get a hand on it here, and I think we're going to
get a timeout from Jefferson City.
here.
Thirty-second timeout called by Coach Thompson.
Coach Scott Turner spinning the tunes over there tonight.
Well, this just in across the Channel 12 Sports Ticker. National Championship football going on tonight. Collegiate style. Alabama Crimson Tide and Clemson, they're tied up at 7. 5:18 left in the first quarter. Yeah, Scott Turner puts in many, many hours preparing the music for these sporting events.
Well, he's got the student section up and dancing. All right, Jeff City takes the ball back to action here. Chuck Cooper on the far side.
They're going to get a foul on Trey Simpson, I believe.
Wow.
While that foul is being called,
it's going to be fourth on Trey. It's going to be fifth team foul.
We'll send a big congratulations out to head baseball coach Scott Turner. He was named Ozark Conference Sports Musician of the Month for the month of December.
Well, I know he'd had his eye on that title for a while. But I also got to think he needs to keep in mind what brought him to that title. I haven't heard Rubber Band Man once tonight.
I haven't either.
It's almost like you win an award like that and then you get a little bit too big for your britches.
Well, let's hope that Scott Turner hasn't gotten too big for his britches. They're going to say Trey Simpson stepped out of bounds.
All right, ball's in. Spence going to put the 3 ball in from the corner. It doesn't go. Going to be out of bounds off of the Jays, and looks like David Adams checking back into the game for the Tigers.
Check in for Cedric Williams.
Joe Johnson directing traffic on the offensive end. He's going to take a little drive. That ball's going to be blocked out of bounds, but the ball will stay with Waynesville. Kamari Bolton checking back into the game for the Jays. David Adams to inbound for the Tigers underneath. Little bounce pass in, gets it to Reggie Walker. Reggie Walker's going to drive the lane, kicks out. David Adams gives to Dwayne Morton. Dwayne Morton, long 3. Cuts the lead to 14 here for the Jeff City Jays.
They're going to get Reggie Walker with the foul.
Going to get Reggie, but fouls have gotten ticky-tack close here. All right, long inbounds pass comes to Bolton. Bolton, a little runner floater. It makes it good. Makes it.
Reggie Walker goes coast to coast.
Tigers pick up in the full court pressure here. Give back to the middle. Ooh, a little dangerous turn right there. Up and off the glass, no good. To rebound, Dwayne Morton. Dwayne Morton pushes it ahead quickly. Swings it to Joe Johnson. Put it on the board.
Now
and
we
a
got
quick
another
timeout.
timeout from Jefferson City.
Well,
Tigers get that lead down to 11.
That 20-point lead shrunk to 11 quick. Kind of like we'd seen Jeff City make a couple really quick runs. Waynesville makes one right there. And Coach Thompson over on the Jeff City sideline wants to slow down. Let's chit-chat about this for a second.
And while we've got a break here, we want to recognize our Channel 12 television production crew under the direction of Tim Wallace. Tim Wallace runs this program, comes down, he gets things set up, and him and his students come down, set it up, and we walk in, Matt, we're ready to go. We just sat down we just get the best seat in the house and we get to talk about whatever activities going on down here. The student crew tonight is Samantha Keaton, Grace Foxworth, and Kat Christek. And they're manning the cameras and the board tonight and doing a fine job under the direction of Tim Wallace. And we want to send out some big thank yous from that.
All right, inbounds, comes to the Jays. Jays work it down to the far end. C, little bounce pass. That's up and off the glass for Nahatch. Dwayne Morton
Goes coast to coast.
quickly to the other
shot
end.
blocked. Reggie with the rebound. Can't get it to fall. Reggie with the rebound. He gets that one up and in.
So we're just over 3 minutes to go, and Tigers playing with a little renewed intensity here. Jeff City up and off the glass, no good. Rebound
There's going to be a
Simpson.
foul on
I think they're going to get Nahatch coming across the back there. That's going to be his second. It's going to be 6th team foul. Tigers working around. Reggie Walker drives in the lane a little.
Gets it going. Breaks that 10-point barrier.
Well,
that leads only 9.
Well, does a nice job right there. Gives the pump fake to get the defender off his feet and then comes around underneath him. Oh!
They're going to get Reggie from behind. I think David had that block clean, but Reggie had a little hold from behind.
Going to be his third, going to be team 7, so that's going to send Gunner C to the line to shoot the 1-and-1 here. I'm sorry, they're going to say he was in the act of shooting. He's going to have 2 free throws here. I was thinking if you called it on Reggie, it almost had to be on the floor there, but.
Well, the interesting point is they were going to say that basket counted if he would have got it off and it would have went in. Doesn't matter. Neither one of those counted. The Tigers with a shot to get it to 6 or 7. Oh, that shot's just going to be off.
Going to get David Adams on that one. Going to be his 3rd foul, 8th team foul, so send Kamari Bolton to the line to shoot 2.
First one's up and good.
Bolton on the way with the second one. It'll fall as well. And we're going to have Chuck Cooper checking back into the game for, I'm sorry, that's going to be Caleb Burris checking back into the game for Jeff City. Dwayne Morton goes all the way around, kicks out to Joe Johnson for 3, no good.
Dwayne's going to be over the back there.
Yep. Dwayne way up in the air, but as you said, over the back of the Jeff City defender right there.
Might have got a little help with his hand on that Jefferson City Jays back.
So Bolton back down to the other end to shoot the 1-and-1. First one doesn't go, rebounded by Reggie Walker. Swings it quickly to the other end, and
Dwayne gets hammered that time.
Dwayne Morton almost had his head taken off. Going to get Rylan Spence with that foul.
First one's up and good.
Cuts the lead back to 10. 2 minutes left to play here in the fourth. Second one's up, and it'll go as well. Now we're down into single digits. Tigers once again pick up in the pressure here. Tigers try and trap here on the near side. Joe Johnson tips the ball away.
David Adams ends up with it.
David Adams, just a little strong off the glass.
Trey Simpson with it. He goes up. Oh, my goodness. Trey got hammered. Joe for three. It's off. And Jeff City comes out of there with the ball. And we've got a timeout. Full timeout for Jeff City.
A lot of action right there.
Huge trip for the Tigers there. About 4 looks at the hole there. Just could not get that ball to fall.
Well, a nice look at that 3 right there. You're talking about a 9-point game. You cut that lead to 6 all of the sudden. Things get serious real quick if Joe Johnson gets that 3 ball to fall.
Yes, it does. While we're at this timeout, Tigers will be back in action Saturday afternoon down in Springfield as they take on Glendale. Well, Matt, this time last year we were preparing for the Bass Pro Tournament with the Tigers.
Absolutely.
And we had a snow day on Thursday this week last year.
Did we have a snow day? I don't remember
we
that.
did.
I remember going down to the Bass Pro Tournament.
Yes, we did. I got up on that Thursday morning, preparing to go to Salem with my 7th graders. Looked outside, there wasn't a snowflake to be seen. But apparently just south of the interstate on Fort Wood, there was enough snow to get things a little dangerous out there. We didn't have school. My game was canceled. We got to make that trip down to the Bass Pro Tournament.
That's right. That was the night because we had done the giveaway. Long-time loyal Channel 12 fan Scott Kempen won the prize to get to go down to the Bass Pro Tournament with us.
That's right. He won the Watch a Game with Mike and Matt competition.
I know we're not in Bass Pro. We may have to get that giveaway back out there this year. Maybe go on a road game, take one of the loyal fans with us, get to sit and hear our comments just as we sit and talk amongst friends at a ball game.
Trey Simpson's going to foul out, and the freshman Tajay Stewart is going to make his first appearance in a varsity basketball game here in Waynesville.
Tajay's grown a few inches since the last time I saw him.
Well, I see Tajay daily, so I don't notice that growth.
Second one won't go there. Jeff City, but rebounded, kicked back out. We're going to have a foul on David Adams. That'll stop the clock with a minute on it. Yeah, it was a heck of a trip. Scott Kempen won. Went down, watched the Bass Pro Tournament champions, took him out to dinner at Steak and Shake afterward.
Yeah.
We'll have to get that contest going again this season. Both free throws go there for Bolton. Chuck Cooper checking back into the game as Jacob Gorley will take a seat. Quickly to the other end. Doesn't go off the glass for Dwayne Morton. David Adams going to get called for the whistle there.
That's going to be his 5th.
Going to be his 5th. We got the double bonus here, so they're going to shoot 2 free throws at the other end.
Tavon DePalma is going to come in for David.
Bolton at the line, up and good with the first one. We're going to have Caleb
Caleb
Barnes,
Barnes checks in for Tavon DePalma.
Little jumper doesn't go for Dwayne Morton. Rebounded in there. Chuck Cooper. Hands off to Bolton, and Bolton bring it across. Give back to Cooper. 34 seconds and counting here. Joe Johnson tips it away, but picked back up by Bolton. Bolton gives to Ryland Spence on the far side. Looks like Jeff City content to just try and run this clock out here.
Ooh, almost a steal there by Dwayne Morton. Oh,
And
we do
now
have
it
a
is
steal.
stole.
Reggie Walker.
Reggie Walker up and off the glass at the other end.
And that's going to finish things up here at the high school. Tigers fall tonight to the Jefferson City Jays, 61-49. I want to remind you, Thursday night, we're going to be back here on Channel 12 for Lady Tiger basketball action. Hope you all can come down here to the high school, but if you can't, hope you join us on Channel 12. For Matt Johnson, I'm Mike Rawlings, and hope everyone has a good evening.